Libra, to your end of the month reading for November. I hope your friends are doing great out there. For those of you celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope you guys have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Let's get in here and see what's going on for the beautiful Libra. We do have the Ace of Coins coming out of the situation with patiently planning, being moderate and moving moderate. There is this harmony and this peace that's coming from this situation. I do feel like somebody is offering you something that makes you feel very much at peace. It could just be love. It could be attention. Whatever it is, it's making you feel alive. I think where you've been feeling like you've been kind of isolated, maybe alone a little bit and kind of hiding out from the situation, you might have felt like the Two of Cups were behind you and there was hard time getting to that Two of Cups. You're now finding that at the bottom of the deck, you do see the Knight of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to keep these here because that's where we're going here in the near future in just a minute. But I am telling you right now it's saying that because I feel like there was some kind of failure or disappointment within the situation, feeling at loss and a little bit of grief, isolating yourself from loneliness, you do have this offer coming through that's going to make you feel, like I said, alive again. So I do feel that this is going to make you want to pick up the pace and feel like you, are paying attention. You feel like somebody is watching you and really paying attention to you. You feel like you have also the skill developments for something. I just want to change this up for 1 second because there's something for some of you that you've been either going to school for or trying to master. Like maybe it's, whether it could be anything. It could be, going to nursing school, whatever, but it feels like you're trying to master something. And Spirit is saying that you're actually mastering this and you're doing very well at this. Keep your passions going because the passion is what's actually making it move. Because when we have those passions, then we have this idea that we could do these things. And it comes to us much more simple, right? Because that passion is there. So, but otherwise, you have somebody who's fixated on you as well. Yeah, there it is again, the new project. For some of you, it's definitely a new project that's coming in that you really do have the power to do this, guys. So even if you feel like you're kind of up in arms a little bit about the situation, just keep your passion alive because Spirit's really giving you the gift to do so. If it has something to do, I don't know why, because I hear the gift of gab. So if you're trying to do some kind of presentation and you're a little nervous, and maybe you have to speak in front of a large audience, Spirit's going to give you the gift of gab, which means you're going to be able to do so with ease. Okay, so you'll be just fine. Be patient. Okay, that's coming in also with the Temperance. For others of you, you do have this beautiful new opportunity with this love situation, one that you had a little bit of self-doubt about. I'm really getting two different messages here. Because here comes that self-doubt on that I'm not sure if I can put this presentation together. I'm not sure if I can get this going, but you can, okay? Keep that optimism and keep that trust in life going. You're being pushed to the ultimate test over here when it comes to this situation, Libra. This situation is saying, can you trust in the situation? Can you trust that the universe is going to give you what it is that you seek, pushing you into opportunities that are good for you, pushing you towards things that you might thought was your wildest dreams, and now they're coming true. You have two aces wielding the magic. I do feel like you have some moodiness. I do feel like right now there's a little bit of moodiness. You might even be feeling a little bit of your inner feelings. We do have Mercury retrograde here, but I mean just on a personal basis when we're trying to get things done. A lot of times we let our emotions get the best of us. I do feel like the end of the month you might be allowing your emotions to get the best of you. It doesn't have to be on a bad thing. On some of you, it's a very good note. It's kind of like, wow, I am kind of like shook. I feel like there's this I'm all shook up. When it comes to this person who's offering you this love over here, it is definitely getting to your emotions of being all shook up in a different kind of way. A way that you haven't felt in quite a while. It's actually the kind of shakeup that we notice when somebody has compassion for us, when somebody shows they care. When there's no toxicity, there's nothing that they want back in return. They just want to show the love. They just want to give the love and make sure that you're okay. For those of you who are looking for this other piece of the puzzle over here, it's just your emotions getting shook up because you're just not sure how well you're going to do. But like I said, I'm going to keep telling you, you're fine. You're going to get it done because your passions are high. You could have been blocking yourself for a long time, thinking that you knew what you had, thinking that you have what was the best for you, until you're prepared to look out to notice, you know what, it's not always about thinking that this is all that I can have. Spirit is literally showing you that, you know what, it wasn't always about you thinking, I'm going to take this and allow myself to only have this because I don't think I'm going to be able to have anything else. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of older people. I deal with a lot of personal readings, my friends, and this reminds me of older people. I've come across a lot of older people in their 60s, 70s. They get into certain relationships with people, and then they find themselves stuck. They stick themselves there because they believe that there's nothing else in the universe for them again. They believe that because of their age, that this is it, there's nothing else, so I'm going to keep myself stuck here. I'm going to take what I can, okay? And I'm not going to move because, look, I'm old. There's nothing else. Nobody else would want me, which is the craziest thing because I was doing that reading for that one lady, and there was a soulmate coming in for her, and she kept herself stuck to somebody because she believed that there was nothing else, which is great and all, but it wasn't as satisfying as she wanted it to be. The universe brings in this new soulmate because the two souls are calling each other out, realizing that these two and this person just knocked her off her socks. She was so scared to get rid of the other person because she was afraid it was too good to be true. Keeping herself stuck into a relationship for something that was substandard when she has something beautiful sitting in front of her. And she knows it. That's what's crazy. And that's the point that I'm making here. It's almost like, don't keep yourself stuck in a substandard situation. If you know that something is coming in and it looks beautiful, and I'm not talking about, oh, it's too good to be true. He's not a freaking multimillionaire or billionaire. It's just a person. Right? It wasn't like Harrison Ford came in, okay? And that's just too good to be, it couldn't be Harrison Ford, you know what I mean? And it wasn't, of course. It's not the point. But that's the way she was treating it. It was like, no one in the world. It has to be this guy, right? Because I'm old and that's it. And so she was seeing herself and it was like, you're old, you're not dead. You're not done. The universe is not done with you. See what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, she's probably about 80 years old now. But that was quite a long time ago. I wonder if she's still, now you guys are making me wonder, like, I wonder if she's still alive. I haven't heard from her in years, many years. She moved Michigan, Montana, something like that. It makes me, now you're making me wonder, I wonder how she's doing. Information overload. Yeah. And yeah, I did give you guys a little bit of an information overload, but you're also going to find that there's going to be a little bit of an information overload for you as well. because it has to come to this completion. It has to come to this point where you have this understanding and that you obtain this fulfillment. You obtain what's there for you to actually journey with the world. Don't allow yourself to get stuck. See what's real. See what's going on. You guys have this beautiful love for a lot of you, and then for others, I mean, look at this love, soulmate connection coming in. Look at this. Beautiful love standing on the sidelines, waiting, just waiting to give you the rod. But, I mean, you have a swift journey over here. There's a lot of things going on for you. Have a lot of homecoming as well. A lot of family love, a lot of things going on. You guys have, I mean, there's just a lot. And there's so much love that's around you. And Spirit just really wants you to understand that you're onto the plains of milk and honey over here. You're definitely holding the world that you have in the palm of your hand right now. The world is yours right now, and it's almost like I'm trying to, they're like trying to tell you, this is where you're going, and this is what I want you to see. I want you to understand where you're traveling is towards the magic right now. I want you to see what it is you're doing. Take a step back if you can't see it, Libra. See what's going on around you. Take off the blindfold, right? Because sometimes if we're too close to something, we don't see what's directly in front of our face. We have to take a step backwards and then do a review. That's why a lot of the times we say, you know, I never really realized what was going on within my life until 6 months later. And then I'm like doing a review and I'm like, you know what? That's crazy that happened 6 months ago. You know, I would never have seen that. No. And you might not be able to still see a lot of the things. It's just too close. Like I said, we're standing on top of things. We don't always see them for what they are. But you are wielding the magic as you're walking straight into the land of milk and honey. You have so many beautiful things around you, beautiful people, beautiful things that want to offer you. I mean, you have two aces over here, one of, you know, just magic and it just wonders. Shh, look at the signs and synchronicities. I want you guys to look at that. I hope you can see that. You have 1441, 1414. How? You have a whole deck of cards. How did you do that? And then look at that. 777. What's 14? Breakdown. What's 7? What's 7 plus 7? I hope you guys see these signs and synchronicities. It's impossible. The coincidence on that would be so impossible. 2424. And what? 0707. It's impossible, my friends. Everything is linking up. Do you see? Do you see what the universe is doing? Do you see the manifestation? Do you see the magic that the universe is trying to get your attention? And I do believe that this is coming off of Portal 1111. It's a build-up from each and every day that you're manifesting. It's a build-up. But remember, as we're wielding and we're going and we're wishing and we're manifesting and we're praying, things are all lining up. You have to wield the magic with the magician to be able to get the tools. What are the tools? The aces. The ace of pentacles, the ace of wands. Just going to go with these two. This is going to be unique skills. Interesting. What are we talking about over here? Your unique skills. What was I saying? Don't worry about talking in front of that crowd, because the more that you have the passion of what it is, that skill that you're looking for, the passion for the skill, here it is. Life goals, missions, sense of self, honesty, and important projects. Wow. It's that time of intense self-development, Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you master it. It also serves to find your true purpose, leveling up in your career or business of priority right now. And what we were talking about, love and business, school, business, however. 14, lighten up mood swings. Whoa, interesting. We're talking about over here, right here, mood swings. Isolating yourself because of the mood swings, right? What is this? Mood swings. What I say? Feeling a little over emotional. Focus your needs on and desires on and hobbies. Everything is more accessible when the light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend. Wow. New love. Addition to your family. You do have the 10 of Cups. Good vibes will speed up in the process. And you have 777. This is what added it all up to for you, which is good luck. Contentment, prosperity, abundance, spiritual awakening, and divine intervention. This message is most likely to reach you during intense uncertainty. You'll come out winning from everything that may come your way. It's also a sign that you have much life experience and wisdom to share. Yet you'll need enthusiasm and effort to get the message to others. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. Beautiful message. Till next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.